welcome to another Ministry of Miniatures Army showcase. And today I've got my winter US Army, and as you can see it covers lots of different troops and lots of different support, which I'll be going into shortly. So first I wanted to show you my US officers. So on the left here I have an officer plus an assistant. Next to him is General Old Blood and Guts Patton and his assistant. Next to him I have Omar Bradley and an assistant, and then just a generic officer with an assistant, should I need to have a bit of variety for playing chain of command or any different games we might play where we might have scenarios running through. So looking at the infantry, I have two identical squads of US winter infantry. These are regular, so as you can see, each is made up of an NCO with submachine gun. I've also got in there a couple of BARs because it's late war. And each squad has 6 riflemen. And these are the winter metal sculpts by Warlord Games, and as you can see there's a good variety of different sculpts in there, some with hand grenades, some with BARs, some with long coats, so a good variety of troops that make the squads look really nice. You can see I have the NCO has an SMG. There are 3 infantrymen with SMGs in the background. There are 2 BARs and 4 riflemen. So again, there's a lot of hitting power, and with the SMGs and the BARs, it really adds a bit of variety to the firepower that can come. And again, as you can see here, there's a variety between the long coats they have and the late war American uniforms, which makes for quite nice looking units really. So in this squad, my engineer squad, I've got, again, it's made up of riflemen, 7 riflemen and a flamethrower, and the NCO has a rifle as well, but I can swap that out if I wanted to with one of the other teams, so that they have an NCO with a submachine gun. But that gives a lot of variety across my infantry. Some of the support groups, here you can see 2 military police, quite nice models. I could also use those as NCOs, but I have put armbands on them to say they're military police. There's a nice medic, and also a sniper team, which just allows to have that ability to pick off people from a bit of range. As part of the support teams, again, I've got 2 medium machine guns. Again, these are identical kits, but it adds to the support groups I can have. I've got 2 medium mortars and a spotter. Now the idea is that actually by having 2 of both of those, I can actually switch and swap them up into 2 different platoons to allow me to have a greater variety of support power. But then in addition to that, I've got this lovely heavy machine gun that the US can take, which just adds a bit more killing power and can dish out the pens. And then as part of the army, I've got 2 pieces of artillery. Both of them have got forward observers, and you can see there I've got a whole variety of people, infantrymen that are loading shells and preparing to shoot the artillery at the enemy. So one of the teams I did want to do was the Battalion Bastards of Bastogne, which was the 101st Airborne. So here, as part of that army, my US Winter Army, is a small contingent of US Airborne. So to start with, I've got an officer and an assistant here. I have given them support from a bazooka, just to add a bit of firepower. And then as you can see at the back here, I've got 2 squads that are identical for the paratroopers. And that gives me an NCO with submachine gun, 4 infantrymen with submachine gun, 2 infantrymen with rifle, and an infantryman with a BAR. And that's exactly the same as the squad here. So as you can see at the front there, there's an NCO with SMG, 4 paratroopers with SMGs, 2 with rifles and 1 with a BAR. But in the middle, to help me mix and match, or to have a heavier firing unit, I've got a team that has 1 NCO with an SMG, then 3 riflemen, an additional 2 riflemen that are the loaders, and they're supporting the 2 LMGs as part of that team. So that allows me to swap between the groups to have LMGs if I wanted to, 1 LMG per team, or this squad with the heavy hitting 2 LMGs. And then just finally, as part of the infantry, I've got the US winter troops with stolen German weapons, an additional forward observer. Now I can use those so that if I wanted to use the Winter Army as a Panzer Brigade 150 and then run them as Germans in US uniforms, I can do. Just the last thing on the table here is my half track that, as you can see, I put plenty of snow on it. I put some infantrymen and some accessories inside the half track. But actually what I decided to do after this was not to paint my transports or armour in winter snow effects, if you like. I wanted to keep them all really generic, so it doesn't matter which region I use them in, whether it's in the desert or whether it's in Tunisia, Italy, wherever it might be. If I need to use any armour or transport for any of the US troops, they actually have a generic colour scheme to them. So what I do is I will do a separate video showcasing all my US armour, the trucks and all the transports. But I've also got quite a sizable US Airborne army with the 82nd and 101st, so probably about the same size, if not more troops than this. And I've also got a US D-Day landing with engineers and Point de Hoc Rangers, so an army that has been quite successful for me running in tournaments. So I shall showcase those as well. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see. Do give us a like, comment, share and subscribe. But also we do play different games. So it's not just bolt action. We play Chain of Command, Lord of the Rings, Middle-earth strategy battle game. Could be Sharpe Practice, and many other sort of historical games as well. So let me know what you're interested in, and hopefully I can get some more army displays up for you. And coming soon, because I've now showed both the US and German winter armies, I'm going to do winter battle reports, hopefully around the Battle of Bastogne or around the Battle of the Bulge. So watch this space. But as I say, please like, comment, share and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts, and I shall speak to you all soon. Thank you.